What if I told you that there's one simple power, something you can tap into every single second of the day that is maybe the single most important key to success? Well, today, we're going to unlock it. We're talking about the power of choice.
To really get this, I want to take you back to a specific year. Let's rewind the clock to 1970. For one man, this year was, well, it was everything. This is when a man named Clement Stone officially became the wealthiest person in the entire United States. I mean, just think about that for a second. An absolutely incredible accomplishment.
But here's the kicker. His secret? The thing he pointed to for all that success? It wasn't some complex algorithm or a brilliant business plan. Nope. It all came down to a simple, two-word phrase he lived his life by. And I promise you, we are absolutely going to reveal what that powerful little phrase is before we're done here. So you're going to want to stick around for that.
So let's get into the problem that this whole idea solves. And it's a feeling I think every single one of us has felt at some point. That feeling of being completely powerless.
I mean, you know the feeling, right? Where you feel like you're just a pinball in a machine, just getting bounced around by things happening to you, controlled by your boss, your schedule, other people's drama.
It's like you're stuck on defense, just constantly in reaction mode. You're not really making choices, you're just dealing with whatever life throws at you. And it feels like there's nothing you can do about it.
Okay, but what if I told you there's a fundamental law of the universe at play here? And if you understand it, it's the key to getting out of that trap. This is where it gets really interesting.
Let's start with something super simple. Think about the room you're in right now. It has an inside, yeah? Well, by definition, it has to have an outside. You literally can't have one without the other.
It's a universal thing. You can't have a top without a bottom. You can't have a left without a right. They're just two sides of the exact same coin, completely inseparable.
So, let's apply that same exact logic to our situations. This means you can't have a bad situation without the existence of good also being in there somewhere. They're connected.
This whole concept actually has a name. It's called the law of polarity, and it basically says that everything has an opposite, an equal counterpart. So good and bad, they aren't totally separate forces. They're just the two ends of the same stick in every single thing that happens.
There's this great line that sums it up perfectly. The event itself, it isn't inherently good or bad. It's our thinking, our focus, our perception, that's what slaps the label on it.
So this is the most important part. If you strip away our human labels of good and bad, what's left in the middle? The thing itself, the situation. It just is. It's totally neutral.
And once you get that, really get it, it leads you straight to the solution. A really practical 3-step framework for choosing how you deal with literally anything, inspired by the work of Michael Beckwith.
All right, here it is. Step 1 is, it is what it is. That means you just accept the reality of the situation without judging it. That puts you in control, not the situation. Step 2, harvest the good. You have to actively, consciously look for the positive. What's the opportunity here? What's the lesson? And then step 3, forgive all the rest. This is about just letting go of all the negative stuff you can't change anyway.
And the wild thing is, when you actually do that, when you consciously let go of the bad, you stop feeding it your energy. And all that space you create allows the good stuff you found, the stuff you harvested, to just expand and take over. Which brings us right back to the beginning. Remember that billionaire from 1970? This whole idea, this framework, it was the entire foundation of his mind-blowing success.
So let's finally talk about Clement Stone. He basically lived this 3-step process, but he boiled it down into one automatic instant response. So, what was that secret 2-word phrase?
That's it. 2 simple words. That's good. That was his default reaction to everything. Seriously, just think about the power in that for a second. A huge deal falls through? That's good. His flight gets canceled? That's good. A project fails spectacularly? That's good. See, he didn't just say it to make himself feel better. He used it like a command to his own brain to immediately start looking for the opportunity. He literally conditioned himself to find the good in every single outcome, no matter what.
So let's recap the big ideas here. First, the law of polarity. Remember, good and bad are in everything. Second, you can't control events, but you have 100% control over your response. Third, use that 3-step method. Accept it, harvest the good, forgive the rest. Because at the end of the day, the word that matters most is choice.
And that leads me right to our question of the day for you. I want you to think about your week. What is one situation, just one, maybe something that's already stressing you out a little, where you can consciously choose to say, that's good, and start looking for the opportunity? Drop your answer in the comments. Let's talk about it.